Many years ago, when I first started learning how to be a Dances of Universal Peace teacher, I was handed a sheet, a little stack of papers. And in one of the papers was a photocopy of an old flyer from Hazrat Inayat Khan, who was the man who brought Sufism first to the West. And there was a line in there that just totally captured me. And it was exciting because I knew that here was a truly enlightened being who was bringing Sufism to the West. And it gave such a clear way to say what awakening and mysticism was. I've put a link to the brochure in the description of this video, and let me read you the line. It's one of his goals: to attain that perfection where mysticism remains no more a mystery, which relieves the disbeliever from ignorance and the believer from falling victim to hypocrisy. This one line, just describes really just the whole issue that humanity is going through right now, why we are in such chaos. We want to create a place where mysticism is no longer a mystery. That means everyone can access it freely, consciously. It's not like just an accidental state that comes over us. It's not something that we have to work to attain. Mysticism is no longer a mystery. And as we go through this series about how we belong here, we're going to work through some scientific and some spiritual ways to see that mysticism is not a mystery. It is a natural part of yourself. The second part of this line is so important too, because as long as you think that mysticism is a mystery, you're going to be looking for it somewhere. You're going to feel that mystical experiences come and then they go away. And then you're going to long for it. And everyone longs for this mystical connection because it is the birthright of human beings. So we all want it. We've all tasted it. We want to be there all the time. So when we think it's a mystery and not just a thing of life, then we hanker for it and we can become confused and we can become controlled. And it's really not that human beings are evil or that we're doing bad stuff. It's just that we are being controlled by something that does not have our best interests in mind. I mean, you want to name a few of those things, like the capitalistic system, right? People in power. I mean, we could go on and on and on and list the whole things, but as long as we don't know who we are and we believe that mysticism is a mystery, we can be controlled and fooled. We can be particularly fooled by people who say, well, I'm mystical. Let me show you, come follow me and let's. So we don't want to be controlled. We want to attain this place where mysticism is no longer a mystery, because this relieves the disbeliever from ignorance and relieves the believer from falling into hypocrisy. So the non-believer will easily be in ignorance. Doesn't exist, or, whatever the thousands of millions of ways that, you can try to stand against this and against that, against various religions and just against mysticism itself. Oh, that's just a myth, It makes it so that when you're relieved of ignorance, what are you? Now you can become wise. And we definitely need more wise human beings, don't we? And it relieves the believer from hypocrisy. And that's so important, because just think, you believe in mysticism, you believe that the mystical state exists, but you don't experience it directly. And so everything you're going to talk about it is going to be hypocrisy. You don't really know. So you're like literally telling lies to yourself and lies to other people when you say that you do know. So we want to achieve this state where mysticism is no longer a mystery. The non-believer is relieved of ignorance, and the believer is relieved of hypocrisy. Very powerful and true statement.